Well, my life is busier, I think, than it's ever been at the moment, simply because couponing in one form or another and money saving has encompassed just about everything that I do. I never anticipated this becoming a career of sorts. I really started teaching coupon savings simply to help other people and just kind of from an altruistic standpoint of what was working for me and my family. And it's kind of become a sensation, at least locally where, in Chicago. People have really embraced this, and this is a very easy and legitimate way to save families money and to save people money. It's one of those situations where we all have to eat, but groceries are a thing that we don't think about cutting out of the budget because you think we have to eat, we have to spend that money. If you can cut the grocery budget, it does free a lot of other money up, for families, especially when they're struggling right now. Does anyone ever tease me for being a coupon clipper? I think when I first started teaching coupon workshops, people would giggle a little bit and go, "Oh, coupon queen," and there is that moniker that goes with it that is kind of funny. But then when you start talking actual numbers, the first year I started really clipping coupons at this level, I saved $5,400. So now people say, okay, yes, it's haha, funny little pieces of paper. This is real money. And I don't know anyone who would turn down over $5,000 if you handed it to them. I'm handing it to you. The system for saving on groceries that I teach is very simple. Within a certain period of time at the grocery store, everything there hits a high point in price and a low point in price. I can teach you to know exactly when that low is coming. We only buy when prices are the lowest. And then, of course, we cut them with coupons to take them home at even lower prices, 50, 75, 90% off, sometimes even free. A great example of this would be a product like cereal. It can cycle in price as high as $3.99 a box, sometimes down as low as $1 a box. Obviously, what we want to do is watch for those low sales, watch for those dollar sales, and then come in with those 50-cent coupons, 75-cent coupons, dollar coupons, and we're taking it home very, very cheaply or free. I do get asked that question, what do I do about the little temptations, the little impulse buys, the things that aren't you tempted by anything? Not really, honestly, I'm not. And I'm not terribly impulsive because these are the principles that I really do live by and I do believe in. I'm not a hard-nosed, no, you can't have this, but you do learn, again, that there's better times to buy things. There's things that we want it now, or maybe waiting another month, it might be cheaper. That's another benefit of being a coupon shopper. When you get used to getting products 50, 60, 75% off what you were paying for them before, it's very difficult to see an impulse buy and want to buy it knowing it's going to be cheap within the next few weeks. So that is another way, that's kind of an indirect principle of what I'm teaching. People are finding their impulses are curbed because they know those good prices are right around the corner and they've learned how to watch and wait for them. I can't believe over 20 million people are reading my newspaper column each week. It's one of those things, when I was approached to write the column, I was very excited about doing it because I believed that this material and the things that I was teaching would have, a mass appeal nationwide. And it's not only reinforced that, it's one of those, the column continues to grow and grow and grow every month. More subscribers, more emails coming in, more comments from readers. And it has just become an incredible phenomenon for me. It's one of my favorite parts of my week when I sit down to write my column. What inspires me in life, honestly, I have a very altruistic side where I do like to help people, and I'm not a preachy person per se, but I do have a lot of ideas and a lot of techniques and tips and things that maybe help people look at things in a different way, in a way that they understand, that can help them save money. I have always been a money saver at heart. One of my other passions is our food pantries and our local food banks. That's something I've been very active with for years, and especially with the economy right now the way it is, I don't care where you're at in life or what's going on with you, everybody deserves to eat. And one of the wonderful things that's come out of what I teach as far as the coupon savings and the grocery savings and things is that people that are the column readers, people that have gone to the workshops, are not only finding that they have reduced their grocery bill significantly, they've freed up enough that they are taking on that responsibility of passing it on and taking it to the food pantry and donating things on a regular basis, because we are all in this together, and it is kind of one of those things where people just have taken it and run with it. I get emails from local food banks in Chicago where people come in and say, we got so much of this product this week, and everyone said it was because of you, because it was a great sale. They bought some for their family, and then they bought some to give away. And again, nothing feels better than that. You can live on less well. It's just learning to manage your money better and being a better steward of how you spend it and there are decisions that you make financially. And that's definitely a passion of mine, is to try to help people look at things differently and see that there's not only good ways to cut things here and there and free up money in other areas. It's fun to do and it's an exciting thing to do. It's not a buckle down, we need to save money, and it's a painful thing to do. It's very liberating, actually, when you can find that you can live on less and free up more money for the things that you actually do need. I've learned so many ways to save on just about everything that you can imagine. There are certain times of the year that are better for buying clothes. January is a great time to buy because all the post-Christmas sales have ended, all the post-previous year sales, so you have those annual clearances to take advantage of. Things are sometimes up to 75% off. Even when you're shopping for clothes in a store, it's just the little tricks to be aware of that they'll do. The clearance clothes are always in the back because, of course, they want you to walk in front of the full price clothes in the front of the store. But what you might not realize is the time from when the clothes is full price in the front till the time when it's on clearance in the back can be as short as 3 weeks. So sometimes it's a matter, again, of shifting our principles and saying, do I want this right now, knowing it's full price, or can I wait a couple weeks and know that it's going to drop? What surprised a lot of people about what I do is that how many men have embraced particularly the grocery coupon shopping end of things. We think of coupons as a woman's thing or a mom's thing. There are a lot of men doing this and they're doing it well. I tell a lot of the women in my classes sometimes that I think the guys are doing it better than we are. Because part of what I teach is to understand that there are price cycles in the store for everything. There are highs and lows. And obviously, if we wait till the low cycles come around, we come in and cut that price even more with coupons. Men seem to understand and see this as a giant poker game. And they know if they've got that dollar coupon, that product's going on sale for $1 in a couple weeks, boom, it's free. And they're very calculated and they're very, very good at it. Some of them are putting me to shame. One of the things that really has helped this become a movement of sorts is that people tell their friends. They do this, they try it, and they say, this is free. You're not going to lose anything coming to listen and try these things out. And through that, not only are they learning, again, to save more money and to spend better with what they've got, they are learning that, you know, there's a bigger world out here. And there are so many people suffering with job losses, with the economy and whatnot. And sometimes I like to believe that I'm putting a face on that. You know, I like to believe that I am making people think about that. I've had so many people come to me after class and say, you know, I never even thought about donating to a food bank before, or donating to a food pantry. And then they'll go buy some groceries and pass that along. And it's just the little things. It doesn't take much for one person to start a chain that many, many, many people come on. Someone compared me recently to a pebble in a pond. And you throw that pebble in and the rings just go, go, go. And that's something that we've seen locally. You know, just it has become a movement and all its own. And it's just, for me, it's just such a wonderful thing to see. There are so many things in life that I think either sound too good to be true, or there's an ulterior motive behind them. Someone's trying to make a lot of money, or they're trying to sell you something. What I love about what I'm doing is this was born out of something that helped my family. And I really started teaching this with no real other goals other than to help other people. And it really just has run and become this whole giant movement that has a life of its own, because it is so sincere from my part. This is the reason I've been able to stay home and be a stay-at-home mom, is because I've learned to manage our finances so wisely, and I'm doing it in a way that's fun and easy and very teachable. I can teach this to you in an hour. And it has just, again, it's become a movement. People tell their friends, people tell families, and every night I have 300 more people at the door wanting to learn how to do this. And I don't think that would be the case if this wasn't real and this wasn't heartfelt and this wasn't genuine. I believe in this and I love what I'm doing and I love sharing this with people.